So I had a dream the night before Chris Okafor would render an apology. And I was going to tell you guys the video, the dream. But then when I saw the apology, I thought, okay, maybe the dream is not relevant. I'll just leave it there. I thought I'll leave it, because I was going to shoot the video yesterday. But then I saw the apology. I thought, let me just leave it. But then there are things, because I kept avoiding the apology. I thought, okay, he's apologized, that's that. But then when I listened to the video, I had some thoughts concerning what he said. Now I want to comment about what he said in the video. But first of all, I want to tell you about the dream. So there is a portion in the dream towards the end of it, which is why I'm even making this video right now, where at the end of the dream, I'm telling someone. Okay? And I thought that's an interesting part of it, being it what is in the dream. Okay. So what happens in this dream? Now, there are people in this channel who might have heard me stating certain things, certain dream videos that I've made here, which have had some very interesting outcomes after I mentioned the dreams. And so for those that hear, they hear what they hear out of it, okay? And so with this particular dream, it's very, very unique dream. It's a very unique dream. There's certain elements out of the dream that you know, they are very dreamlike. And there's certain, but dreamlike, I mean, you don't know where to place them. Was this in person? Was this, you know, that this dream has a lot of that. So what happens in the dream? I'm walking in some type of a wilderness. I'm walking in a place where there's bushes all around, right? It's not a scary bush or anything, you know. It's not one of those Nollywood bushes where trees are moving and creatures are jumping out. None of that. It's a normal bush area, heavily forested area, and I come off this bush. And bear in mind, I'm not in a road. I am walking on a village road. You know, those ones which wind and wind and wind for people roads. It's not like there's cars that move them. So there isn't two tracks or anything. There's just one track you're moving with. But then this track turns. You know, like when you're driving on a highway, you will see a billboards, right? Which is why I say it's very dreamlike, but it's interesting either ways. When you're driving, you'll see billboards, like where cars drive. You'll see big billboards and stuff like that. In this dream, this is a pathway for people walking, but I see a billboard, you know, and so it's kind of a weird one. And there's a billboard, particularly for where people are walking. So I keep moving. I had the sense as if I was alone. There wasn't anyone at this particular part of the dream. There's someone later on, but not here. So I move along this path. The billboard keeps moving ahead of me, right? And in the billboard, or on the billboard, I'm on a call. It's like I'm on a call. You could say it's almost like a Skype call or something like that. And on the screen, it's Doris Ogala, the lady who was exposing Chris Okafor. And so, I don't know Doris Ogala. I've never had any interactions with her or anything like that, okay? Let's be very clear. And so, it's Doris Ogala on the call, and she's talking. Now, we'll talk about that particular part of the things she's saying, but she's talking. And of the things that she's saying, I have a marking board. As I'm walking, I continue walking as she's talking. But this particular call, it's particularly towards me. She's making this call to me. It's not like I'm watching her interviewing someone. It's almost as if she's making this call particularly towards me, right? And so she talks, and then as we keep going, I was marking the things she was saying. And I was, this is true. Not that I know them to be true or false or what, not because of that. But in the dream, I am marking. No, that's not what I thought. Let's be very clear. I didn't think, what she's saying sounds true. In the dream, I'm marking the things she's saying. Okay? So, it's not that I woke up and then I had the thought, I think she was telling the truth. No. Inside the dream, I'm marking the thing she's saying. I'm marking. And I kid you not, out of the whole list of everything that Doris was saying in the dream, no, not in a podcast, in the dream, there was nothing she had said that was wrong. Yeah, in the dream, there is nothing. Like as I'm marking the things that Doris is saying. I'm marking the things that Doris is saying. And I tell you this, there was nothing that Doris had said that was marked wrong. There was one particular thing that she had said I had not gotten to, but I had not marked it. But everything else was marked true. There was nothing there that was marked wrong on the checking list. And she kept talking. We go. And this path was a little bit open. Like you see when you're on a highway, you see like they will clean up. They won't just clean the road. They won't clean the bushes of the road. They will clean up a little bit into the bushes to create a little bit of a clean road path going forward, right? So this particular walkway had that. It had opened towards that, to where the billboard was, and we were walking. The billboard then starts falling backwards, and I then appear to start walking with someone that I just happened to be walking with, who just came up, So like I saw them, how dreams are like. So this person pops up, and I'm telling them the things that Doris had said in the dream. I'm telling this person, this is what she said. This is what Doris said. This is what Doris said. And I'm saying, brother, the things that this woman is saying are there. The things that this woman said are true. Okay? So I'm validating this by the marking, but then I'm now telling this other person, and this is the element of why I did believe, why I wanted to shoot the video of it, because in the dream I appear to be telling someone. It's not necessarily that I just said the dream. Yes, other dreams that I've spoken about, I didn't have that a part of me telling someone, maybe, which is why you saw the dreams only maybe a year or two after that I had the dream. This one, it's this Saturday. It's about 2 days back. And so in the dream, I start telling this person, and I tell them, Emuna, the things that this woman was saying were true. I marked them and I checked them. The billboard keeps falling to the background. It's there now. And we are walking, and we are about to walk. As we are walking, we are now about to take a deeper turn. The dream ends when we are about to take a deeper turn. Now do you see why I wanted to tell the dream? I'm validating the things that Doris is saying. I'll repeat it. I'm validating the things that Doris is saying to this person I'm telling. And I've marked everything right. There was only one that I had not marked, which I had not gotten to. That part of the dream, it just ends like that without me marking that part. Okay. And now I'm reiterating to this person the things that this woman was saying, they are true. This one is true. This one is true. This one is true. These things must be, people must understand these things. These things are true. I'm speaking vaguely because I can only remember vaguely the things that we were saying, but I was validating the things and I was hammering it down to this person. These things are true. These things are true. And then at the end of this of me walking with this person and telling them, when we are about when the road is about to take a tour into the deeper part of because we are walking, it opens, the road opens, it dips a little bit, and then it goes up to the hill, nyana. But then, where the road is going, it's deeper towards almost a river bank. There's this river that just pops up. But basically a valley, let me say valley, not a river necessarily, but there was somewhat of a valley where you could see that water maybe had opened that route or whatever. So we were going towards the valley, and immediately as we are about to go into the valley, the dream ends there. So you see what my interest was about now telling you guys the dream is because the dream ends when we are about to get into some serious, okay, let's leave that. Let's leave. When we are about to go into the valley, the dream ends there. Right. So that's the portion of the dream that I think. Now, someone would say, okay, Ricky, what then did you validate in the dream? Now, like I mentioned, I wasn't validating the things she was saying in the podcast, the things she had mentioned in the call. I don't know what those were, what not. Just to be very clear, those things, I could not remember those things. So I hear her saying, and I'm marking, and I'm writing, I'm there marking them. I'm not writing them. I'm marking them as they appear on the list. So I can't tell you what they were because I don't remember them at all. I always hear people talking about dreams and then they remember every single aspect. Like, really? You just see every single little thing. There are times where a dream just hints at subjects, but it doesn't show you everything. And in this dream, is exactly what I was saying. I only saw a portion of it. And the conversation was about the thing she was saying about Chris. And I could validate them, but I can't remember what they were. The ones she mentions in the dream. And the dream, when we are about to turn off, when we're just about to into deeper waters, the dream ends there. So I thought that was very interesting, that the apology literally comes, literally, right after I had that dream. Now, what are the things that I didn't like about the apology? He doesn't say what he's apologizing for. He says there are things that are lies, but he wants to apologize to Doris Ogala and everything that's happening on the social media. There was issues between him and his wife, and then he talks about that, and then he calls his daughters and what and all that kind of stuff. So the things that I didn't like about he rendered the apology to his church. Remember, your apologies to unite you back to the people, right? And so the people that follow him are the ones that apology is for. I don't follow Chris. I don't understand his type of messages and stuff like that. Now, another thing that I wanted to state about what I didn't like about the whole apology. You see, for Chris, when he goes through marital problems, there is no spiritual wife. When Chris has problems in his marriage, there is no spiritual wife. There is no demon. Someone is just doing wrong. Someone is doing wrong. They get counseling. But for you, no. For you, there is demons all over the place. Can you see there's a double standard here? But be careful what these people teach you. Be careful what these people teach you. Why is it for him, he just apologizes, that's it? For you, you need deliverance. You must be rolling on the ground. You must be doing what. They teach two different doctrines. They teach one for you. They teach one for themselves. Why doesn't he go through deliverance himself? For him, he needs counseling. He needs guidance. You don't need guidance. You need demons exorcised. That part, it annoys me. And people won't see it. There are people who will just look at that and they won't see anything. They will not see anything out of. Why is it that you have demons when things go wrong in your marriage? But for them, it's just a matter of canceling. We cancel ourselves. For you, it's demons. You have demons. Your village people are following you. Your left foot has been hooked. You don't know. You've been tied down. Your village people. Do you see the problem with this theology? Which does not say, take things with accountability and let's move forward. For them, it's accountability, we move forward. But for you, demons. Do you see this thing? But anyways, y'all tell me what your thoughts are on that one. I thought it was quite an interesting dream. I thought I was going to scrap it after I saw the apology. But then when I thought about it today in the morning, I was like, but wait a minute, there's parts where I'm telling someone. And then there's that part where we are turning off. So there are those things that I was like, you know what? I'm probably going to just come and make a video about it. Y'all tell me your thoughts. I thought that was quite an interesting one.